I'm going to ask a question. We're going to go around the room. We could actually go around the state.
Yes.
So you can call in and answer this question if you like.
Okay.
203-882-9757. Is the earth flat? Chaz? No. Ruth?
No.
AJ?
No.
Ayesha? No. Justin?
Are we going around the room or
Ah.
flying across the room? No.
Flat Earth Dave?
100%. Now, if you went around the room, does that make the room a sphere?
It's deep.
See, this is where you lose us. It's going to be really easy to dazzle us
Before
with
we
facts,
start,
'cause
before
we
we
have no
start,
counter.
I brought you guys some of my
we go. Here's the product
Hold
that
on.
you're selling.
No, it's not for sale.
I'm a flat Earth guy,
Not
but
for
I'm
sale.
selling barbecue sauce.
It's not. It's a homemade organic barbecue. Hot sauce.
Nice.
Hot sauce.
And you do not need to dip your balls in it to see what it tastes like.
And it says
Okay.
here, it'll knock you
No,
flat.
but if I try this, I'm not going to be walking around saying, the earth is flat.
It won't make
the
your
earth
balls flat.
Is flat.
Thank you.
The earth is flat.
Right.
The earth is flat.
Usually it's Kool-Aid.
Here's the thing. This topic is literally the most interesting, the funniest, the most triggering topic there is. You're going to have listeners call in, including yourselves, that are going to defend the globe, and you don't even know your own model. You have a false idea what flat Earth is, and you have no idea what your model is. Let me give you an example. What's the radius of the Earth? What's the circumference of the Earth? How fast is it rotating? How far is it from the sun?
Big.
Yeah.
You don't know any of these things because you were told before you had the ability to discern.
I didn't go out there with a tape measure.
That's right.
You
And
didn't
they-
either.
Yes, I did.
I heard they're still getting it.
You went out
actually.
with a tape measure?
We went out with lasers, went out with super zoom cameras, mirror reflectors. We did all sorts of stuff, and we can see farther.
All right, I have a question for
Go
you.
for it.
First of all, is there any money in this? Because I'll jump on your bandwagon right now.
Listen, I don't want.
Like, if you're making money doing this, then I'm in.
There is there money in it? It's going to be the largest market that you have ever seen in the history of all of our history. People that join Flat Earth, that it sounds like a cult. They never leave because once you see the globe lie, you can't undo it. So here's the thing. This is a radio show. We got very limited time.
Right.
FlatEarthDave.com. All the information's there. I offer 3 Bitcoins for 1 globe proof. Before you go, what about boats over the horizon, seasons, sunsets?
Right.
3
Bitcoin
Bitcoins.
sounds more made up than flat Earth.
Well, you can immediately
I will
cash
give
in your
you fake
Bitcoin
money.
for $200,000. So
Yeah.
so there you go.
Wait, what is it up to now?
It's like 65,000 or 70,000.
Yeah.
I like the hot sauce.
Yeah, it's the best hot sauce you've ever had. It's not for sale.
During the dip did good.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right. Hold on. Let me go around. We're going to keep it real light.
sure. Sure.
I looked up a couple of your debates with smart people.
Of course, you
and
looked
it
up.
becomes,
You look.
it becomes really boring for the people who don't know all this stuff.
Yeah,
You know
sure,
what I mean?
sure,
So
sure.
we just want to keep it at a level where we're going to have fun.
Right.
Sure.
We're not here to debunk anything.
Right. Watch my
We're
face.
here to hear your views.
Sure.
And take your hot sauce.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. You're gonna love it.
Sounds pretty good.
And it's not for sale.
Not for sale.
It's not for sale.
Ricky, 7 C's.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
I think we don't know what this place is, number one. Number two, outer space is not up. It's over the ice wall.
Beyond
Goes
Antarctica.
further. Yeah. That's outer space. See,
Ricky,
it's
are you a
outer.
flat earther?
I'm more of a godly kind of person. I believe
godly
in the
person.
firmament and all that stuff, But I've talked to Dave through a couple text messages on YouTube, and he's a pretty wild guy, man. Really wild. Check it out. I mean, listen
right.
to what he says. He's going to open your mind a little bit.
Okay.
You got to have.
Oh, I like it
You might
closed.
need a drink.
Let me.
You
right.
might need a drink.
All right,
Anyone out there, get ready.
Let-
Buckle up.
let
It's
me-
going
let
to be
me-
a wild ride.
Let me
Okay.
throw out a quick thing. When you look up flat Earth, they show you a pancake floating in space. That's 2 false models put together. Neither one of them represents flat Earth. Think of flat Earth like a lake, right? A lake, water needs containment. Water at rest needs containment. So the shoreline of the lake contains the lake.
Yeah.
Lower the shoreline, the lake will flow away.
Right.
So what contains the water on our globe? And the answer you have is gravity, which be disproven that that's what's going on. But just think of the world as a giant lake. Antarctica is the shoreline around our lake. Did you know the average height of all of the continents? Antarctica is over double the second and third place.
All right, so
over double.
If you believe the Earth is flat, then you have to believe that we never went to the moon.
Oh, do you believe we went to the moon?
Yes.
I'm out of here.
We saw
That's my litmus test.
We saw TV.
Yeah, if you look
So
go ahead.
Hundreds of people, maybe
Thousands.
thousands of people
Yes.
faked this whole thing.
Well,
and it's never come out.
No, that's untrue. See, you've never seen it. Now, the people that we've talked to that work for NASA, lots of whistleblowers, they say they don't know what the person next to them is doing. So the compartmentalization is unreal. It's unreal. And if you just look at the moon landing stuff, there is absolute 100% proof that it was filmed on a stage
So
somewhere.
at this point in 2024,
Yeah.
we have no device that can go into our atmosphere and take a picture of our planet.
No, there's none.
Nothing.
NASA admits they have no
This
photos
is-
of Earth.
This is
They have no photos of Earth. It's all composite stitched together. If you look up Google photos of Earth and then put them side by side, they make no sense. They'll show one where the United States covers the entire side of the globe. Where did the rest of the continents go? Then they show one from the other side where it's just part of Africa, the entire side of the globe. Where did the rest of the continents go? When you take the time and look, then you will see the nonsense that they show you.
So what are all of these companies that are making like I work in an aerospace company.
Yeah.
We literally make suits for NASA. We do
Yes.
components for them.
100%.
Where are they going?
Well-
Why am I getting paid a salary to make
Yes.
this stuff? Where's this stuff getting made? Where's it going
100%. So when
tell me where it's going.
when
Where's that spacesuit I'm making going?
It goes to NASA. Let me explain.
Yeah.
So NASA, when they did the moon landings, they hired 20,000 different companies to make all the different parts. What it is a jobs program. It's to make people believe. You're going to go, why would they lie? And we'll get there. It's to make people believe in the heliocentric lie because it is how they control us throughout everything. So, NASA has never once put an astronaut. No, they did it once actually in a vacuum chamber where they evacuated all the air and see if his spacesuit works. They did it once, and before they got all the air out, he passed out. His tongue started boiling. He almost died. They've never put a man in a spacesuit in a vacuum here on Earth, but they send him up to space where it's the ultimate vacuum. No problem.
I have to tell you, I was in the K&J bucket truck, and I saw the curvature of the
Oh,
Earth.
that's how high it was. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
I should have taken a picture while I was
People
up there.
say-
I
people-
could show him right now.
I saw some pearly gates while I was up there.
Yeah. People say they see the curvature from an airplane. They're like, oh, I see it from an airplane. You ever been in an airplane? We send balloons up to 120,000 feet, which is 5 times higher than an airplane, maybe more. And it is flat. It is level. It is non-rotating.
Flat Earth Dave is in studio right now.
FlatEarthDave.com.
FlatEarthDave.com.
Right.
I'm still hung up on how gravity can be disproven. I can't get my
I don't
mind
wanna
over
see
that.
that.
I can
Right?
prove it. I can show you. Which gravity are you talking about?
Hold on 1 second. We're going to get
Go
to
ahead.
that on the other side of the song. But before we go to the song, I want to bring in an expert now.
Oh, boy.
Al in the shed.
Oh, wow.
Good morning. I want you to think about this. If the world was round, there'd be no such thing as a straight line.
That's true.
A cop me walked that once.
That's all I got.
All right. Thank you, Al in the shed. Appreciate you. All right. Flat Earth Dave in studio. And feel free to call in. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. You believe the Earth is flat. Flat Earth Dave does, and he's in studio. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. Andre and Derby.
Yeah, despite the fact of eclipses and seeing planets through telescopes, I want to ask you, what would be the purpose of this conspiracy? Why the fear-mongering? Why? I think you'd get more fear out of a flat Earth of people being afraid to fall at the edge of it than a round Earth. I don't understand the whole purpose of this conspiracy you claim.
No, explain missing people.
It's a great question. And when you say you see planets, what you see are lights in the sky that look spherical. But any light in the distance will look spherical, whether it's an array of lights or a square. It looks like a circle. But here's the thing: the shape of the lights in the ceiling do not dictate the shape of the floor. But the brightness of the planets, the brightness of Jupiter, makes absolutely no sense. If you were on Jupiter looking at the sun, it would be the size of a large star, and then you believe that light is reflecting off of Jupiter and then traveling 400 million miles back to Earth, where you see it as bright as you see it. None of that makes sense when you take the time and look at it. But why the lie is the greatest question of all. On my channel, which is DITRH, it stands for Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole.
So there's money to be made here.
Well,
right?
It's not about the money at all. I walked away from a ton of money to spread this message. To spread this message. So why the lie? Basically,
good question.
The short answer is they want you. Excuse me, to feel insignificant. They want you to believe that you're a speck flying through an infinite, scientifically impossible space vacuum, expanding into an ever infinite universe. They want you to believe in shortages. They want you to believe in lack. But when the truth is, there's more land.
So
they are the people that
they've been
control
going
this
for
world.
a while now.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a while. But the flat Earth isn't new.
What are they called in your circle?
Well, the ones that we see, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the people that are controlling this world, I believe they're
Is there
just
a name
the
for their
puppets.
group?
We can call them whatever you want. I don't know. The
right.
Bilderbergs. You can call them the Council of Foreign Relations.
Planets were discovered in the days of Michelangelo, way before these people were born.
The interesting thing is that all the best proofs you guys have for the globe come from history, from stories from the past, like Eratosthenes 2,000 years ago in Greece figured it out with sticks and shadows. When you actually look at that, it's impossible for him to have done it. And why haven't we redone it today? The reason we haven't redone it today is because it works perfectly on a flat Earth. So the
flat Earth, what is, if you're saying the Earth is flat?
It's a topographical, non-rotating plane.
How come the people on the bottom haven't fallen off?
Because there's nobody on the bottom. We are the basement of the universe.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
There's nobody below us.
I'm thinking gravity boots.
Wait, there's no one on the bottom of the Earth.
It's not a disk floating in a heliocentric space vacuum. That's scientifically impossible.
We're just on the top. There's no gravity.
There's electrostatics.
But no one has found their way to the edge.
No. The edge is the shoreline of Antarctica. But Antarctica is the shoreline of our pond. Think of us as a giant pond. The North Pole is the center of the pond. So, but
they think the North
nice
Pole
poker face, Ayesha.
But here's the thing: people have gone to the edge. The edge is the shoreline of Antarctica. Some people call it the ice wall, but it's not like a wall at the end of a disc. It's the shoreline.
I've been to the edge and I still look down.
It's a shoreline of our pond. It's what contains the waters.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right. What if you dig too deep? You just go through.
The deepest hole ever dug is less than 8 miles. So whether it's a flat or globe Earth, nobody knows what's below 8 miles.
That is a good question.
And when they dug that hole,
how thick is the Earth?
So let me answer that.
Okay.
When they dug that hole, they were using ground penetrating radar to see what they were going to hit next, and they were wrong every step of the way. And when they got to just short of 8 miles, they hit an impenetrable barrier that they couldn't get through for years, and they finally gave up. So if the Earth was an apple, they drilled a quarter of the way through the skin. They were wrong every step in the way, but now they know what the core is. That meme we all see of the core of the Earth, the molten magnetic core, which is another problem.
No one's ever flown an airplane around the planet?
So around the planet, like going around New Haven, right? If the center of the flat Earth is the center of the pond is a magnetic mountain, your compass will point towards that center. If you try to go west, you're going to go in a circle equidistant from that center. You're going to end up right back where you came from without ever changing directions. It doesn't prove the Earth is flat because it's the same on a globe, right? And check this out. Nobody has ever circumnavigated south. On a globe, you should be able to circumnavigate any direction you want, but nobody. Billions have gone east and west around the Earth. 0 have gone south. No one's gone south from Santiago and popped up in Australia. No one's ever done it.
Yeah.
Ever.
No one's gone south on me either.
Not about you. Yeah. Thank you, Andre. Todd Nuggatuck.
Listen, guys, I want my Bitcoin and follow me for 30 seconds, and I can tell you can see it with your own eyes.
All right, here we go.
There's different countries. There's Australia, North America, South America, right? All these different countries, right, on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go and see the guy that went up in the Red Bull. That guy did the highest free fall. He takes a balloon straight up, and he falls from the highest elevation any man that has done.
Yep, 127,000 feet.
Show me all the countries. All you see is landmass. So it has to rotate because all the countries are in the background. There's no way. You blow a bubble. It's a bubble. It's not a frisbee.
Yeah. So
I want my Bitcoin.
So
I want my
the
Bitcoin.
so the Red Bull jump, if you look into it, they actually did 2 before they aired one, and the 2 that they did, they used regular cameras that showed a perfectly level, flat horizon. If you look at those videos, then they used a fisheye lens with Felix, and when he came down, he goes, "Yeah, I saw the curve." Hold on,
I'm not talking about
let me tell you.
I'm talking about showing land masses. There should be all these different countries on your flat Earth that I could see in the South Pole in the middle.
Yeah,
and I went up as high as anyone can.
If you look at the picture, the entire it shows a big curved Earth. It shows a big landmass, and it's all Arizona curving around the Earth. And basically, that proves 100%.
Curving around here. There you go. It has to spin around so you can see the other countries, correct?
You're
if
making no
stayed
sense.
up there for long enough, you see all the other countries.
He's saying
You're making no sense. The curve of the Earth, it shows Arizona. It shows Arizona covering
people saying you're
a half of the planet.
I want my Bitcoin.
Yeah, it shows Arizona. Show me a globe where Arizona covers half the curve of the Earth.
We're not talking about a globe. We're talking about physical eyes of a guy that went up in the background. Everything's focused on the guy standing on the stupid platform. You look in the background. Show me all the countries on your flat Earth. And show me the South Pole or the North Pole in the middle. Show it to me.
Where Santa lives.
You can see with your eyes.
There's tons of videos on it. There's tons. We can see farther than the physical curve of a ball would allow.
No, I'm not talking about videos. I'm talking about a guy that went up as high as he
isn't a
could.
different part of the flat Earth?
And at that height, with a regular camera, the Earth is stationary.
There's experiments where they send a balloon up and take pictures of what's down below Arizona.
Here's the other thing.
You can't see all the countries.
The balloon was up there for 3.5 hours. It landed east of where it landed, where it took off. Well, the Earth is spinning to the east, at 1,000 miles an hour. He should have landed 3,000 miles out in the ocean, but he outran the spin of the Earth and landed in front of where he took off.
So we're
Makes no
spinning
sense.
like a record?
Yeah.
No, we're not moving at all. The sun and the moon circle around us.
Tell me about not seeing the land masses in the picture of the guy up that high. Please explain how I can't see Australia and I can't see in North America on either side of that picture.
I could explain it perfectly. Imagine you're in a room with random lights in the ceiling, and you and I are looking up at those lights. We're like, hey, that's in the shape of a bull, and that's in the shape of a starfish. Great. Now we expand that room with the 10-foot-high ceilings to 10 miles wide. You go for a walk. You're 5 miles away. I can't even see you. I can't even yell to you. I call you on your cell phone. I say, look up at the lights in the sky. Do you see the bull? You see the starfish? You go, no, I see completely. Hold on. You see completely different
I just
lights.
came back from the bathroom. Did I miss anything?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Completely different lights. That's how we see different lights in different parts of the world.
I'm talking about the guy who went up and he's looking down. We're talking about the planet Earth being around.
What about
I'm not
Bitcoin?
talking about the stars in the sky. Satellites go north and south. They go around.
Show me the Earth. Show me the Earth from high up in the sky that shows it's a globe. If you actually look and use your mind.
Can I get my money back on that globe I bought?
Hey, did you look at the on your globe? There's a sticker on the bottom that says it says for decorative purposes, not scientific.
I used to hide weed in mine. It comes apart.
The Red Bull guy that jumped the highest. He's the world record holder. He's fake. He didn't go up high.
Check out flatearthdave.com. Check out the Red Bull videos there. It breaks it down for you so you can understand.
All right, you owe me 3 Bitcoin.
I think not.
Todd, thank you.
Thanks, Todd.
Nick in Wallingford.
What just happened?
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me on. I have a quick question. Do you understand gravity?
Yes, 100%. Do you?
Yeah, actually.
Which gravity?
It has to do
Newtonian or
with-
Einsteinian?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
There's different brands.
It does matter.
There are different types of gravity.
Well, that's
So we
I know they all hurt.
disprove gravity with electrostatics,
How do you
and
moonwalk?
your science globalists say that electrostatics is 10 to the 36 power stronger than gravity. Then we can prove electrostatics. You cannot prove gravity.
no. Actually, you've just proved the dual nature of the particle, that it can behave like energy and like matter.
We can make
So
things
that's a different
float,
thing.
and we can make things fall by changing the electrostatics of them. You cannot do that with gravity.
It's like the debate team table.
So is gravity?
in the
Let me ask you
cafeteria.
this: in either case, right?
What's
are
for
you
lunch
denying
today?
the
I hope it's meatloaf.
attractive force between
meatloaf.
particles?
No, there is an attractive force. It's called electrostatics. Everything is electrostatic. On my app, the Flat
hold
Earth,
on.
Sun, Moon,
All
and
right.
Zodiac Clock app, there's a frequently asked questions section. There's a gravity section. Educate yourself. Educate yourself.
You're not a
Everything's a
physics
balloon.
major. You did. Where
Thank
did
God.
you go? Where did you go to school?
I went
Where
to
did
school
you graduate?
in Yukon.
You have a degree from UConn in what?
It doesn't matter. I took 4 years of astronomy.
Yes, it
It does
It does
not
kinda.
matter.
No.
Because
You hire a
indoctrination.
Would you hire a surgeon to operate on you who had a degree
Oh, pastrami,
in
yeah.
mathematics?
Here's the thing.
I mean, no.
If you
What's
memorize
the
and
degree?
regurgitate
You
the
can't
Rockefeller
justify your
nonsense,
perspective. You
then
don't
you
have
become
the
a teacher.
perspective. You're blabbering nonsense, and you use the word science like
Yeah.
I use toilet paper.
Yeah, that's what you think.
You use toilet paper?
No, I know the answer. I know the answer because
Yeah.
people figured this out.
How
thousands
fast
of
is
years
the
ago
Earth
and wrote it
orbiting the
down.
sun?
It's a mathematical.
How fast is, what's the
expression.
three-body problem? What's the inverse square law of light? Do you know any of these things?
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Chaz and AJ in the morning with Flat Earth
You know,
Dave
you know
in
what
studio.
it, you know what it feels like
FlatEarthDave.com.
to eat an eighth of mushrooms and then swallow MDMA because that's pretty much where you'd have to be to believe that the Earth is flat.
I like this.
That's a straw man, but go right ahead.
I know my cat would knock things off.
Do we have
all
any
the
other
time.
callers that have intelligent questions?
I have an intelligent question. Do you know that gravity is not a constant and it doesn't matter if it's Einsteinian or
9.8
Newtonian?
meters
And
per second is the average speed of the falls, but during electrical storms, things fall at different rates, and sometimes when a lightning strike happens, things go flying in the air. Can you explain that? It changes the electrostatic charge of the Earth and sends things flying in the air.
I went flying.
So at what point does here's one for you. At what point does matter become energy?
I have
It's
no
when
idea.
It's accelerated. Yes, that's right. It's when you accelerate a particle, it can have waveform properties, and that's one of the reasons.
What does that have to do with the physical construct of the Earth?
Well, if I have to explain it to you, you obviously don't understand physics.
Yeah, you have no idea what your model is. You don't. How is the radius of the
Here's one
Earth
for you.
determined?
If you took an orange, hold on, take an orange, right? And I want you to peel the orange
and put it in the
peel
water,
orange
and it
make
floats
flat.
and it sinks. No, the orange will sink.
Stop acting immature.
Yeah.
Take an orange, peel the skin, make the skin flat. Now make a representation of an orange as a flat plane when it was originally a sphere.
Well, here's the thing. It's actually the other way around.
Hold on,
If you,
stop. No,
I'm going to address your question.
Stop it.
I'm going to
Stop
address your
talking.
question.
No.
Oh, I
You
can't
can't
address
answer
your
the
question.
question.
I can.
Yes,
I can.
Nick?
What? My
How
question
many
is,
time
what would it
zones
look
are
like?
there on your orange? How many time zones are there?
My
We're not
time
talking
zone
about
is
time
this
zones,
break is
stupid.
over.
We're talking about an orange. Stay focused.
Yeah, I'm
Stay
focused.
For 1 second. You smoke too much pot. You're clearly ADHD. You need to shut your mouth and think about what an orange would look like if you peeled it and made it look flat. You'd have all these holes.
There's
It's
an
not
angry
the scale
smart
when you
man
make a
on the
flat
phone
map.
right now.
So am I allowed to address this question or not?
I have to go to a break.
Go
Only,
for it.
only if
Yeah.
you stick
I'll
to the
address this
subject. You
question.
get off subject. I'm hanging up.
Yeah,
Chaz,
please.
Chaz, it's all you.
All right.
All right.
Okay. We'll go back to the phones.
Yes.
We have. All right. Flat Earth Dave is in studio, and he just had a heated exchange with a tribe member from Wallingford.
Yes.
And he wants like a minute to address that. Go ahead.
I can do it. So he's talking about if you peel an orange, try to make it flat, it's all messed up. It doesn't work because it's a sphere. Well, he's looking at it from a globe paradigm. If you take a circle and try to a flat piece of paper, a circle, and try to wrap it around a sphere, the bottom's going to get all crunched up. That's the south. So an orange has the sections, and we have 24 time zones around our globe, they tell us, and they should all be equal. But on a flat Earth, the time zones would fan out, and they'd be really wide in the south. When you wrap them around, they would crunch. Did you know that we have 18 time zones in the north, 24 time zones near the equator, and 32 time zones in the south?
But the time zone is just something we made up.
No, it's because it's a certain amount of distance where the sun is, and that's because the Earth is flat. When you look into it, on my app, the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app, click the time zone section, and then you'll know. Hard to do on a radio show with limited time. Let's get to some calls.
All right. Connie in Middletown.
Hey, Chaz and AJ, love you guys. Long-time listener.
Thank you.
And I don't call that often, but most of the time I'm like cracking up laughing every morning, so thank you. But I just want to make a comment to Dave. Like, I don't care about what you're saying, but you made a comment about you go to school and get education and become a teacher. So you can keep your comments to yourself, but don't go teacher bashing because we work hard.
I don't teacher bash. No, teachers are hardworking, honest.
You just did.
But,
you just did.
But
you told that guy.
Have you
if
verified
you go,
the stuff that you were taught?
No.
No, you haven't?
Don't teacher bash. Don't teacher bash us.
All right.
Okay? Keep your cockamamie comments to yourself.
Thank you.
I don't care. World round flat.
No, use a
And
teacher.
stop with your drama and don't bash teachers.
I'm not bashing. I'm
Stop
just saying you
teacher
haven't
bashing.
verified what you're teaching. What's the
No,
radius
you
of
said
the
you-
Earth? Do you teach
No,
Do you teach Earth science?
No. Just don't teach your bash. Don't tell somebody, oh, well, I went to school and all they do is they're teachers. So don't teach your bash.
How do you
We
become
take
a
our
teacher?
job very seriously.
How do you become a teacher?
Very seriously.
Well, thank you for being a teacher, Connie.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you for your
Connie.
service.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
Thank
and
you.
keep the drama to yourself.
You're getting a dunce cap, Dave, and you're sitting in the corner, and you're going to write on the chalkboard 100 times, I will not bash teachers.
I wasn't bashing teachers. I'm just saying the way to become a teacher is to memorize the stuff that you're taught.
Amelia.
Not to verify it and not to challenge it, to memorize it.
Right.
Amelia in Torrington.
Hi, I'm not interested in oranges or Bitcoin. I'm interested in perspective here. Yeah.
All right.
So it's a very elementary question. I'm not a physicist. I have no follow-up. So let's take dimensions.
I'm
we live in a
already
two-dimensional. Well, I mean, if this
Are
is
you
a
a flat earther
two-dimensional,
or not a flat? You're the opposite.
the world's on fire. I don't have time for any kind of conversation like that. There's more important things to talk about. This is like an entertainment thing.
Yeah.
We live in a three-dimensional world, supposedly,
with a two-dimensional coordinate system, longitude and latitude.
Okay, so in what situation would we find ourselves in a spherical state? Would we have to increase the dimensions we're able to perceive in this world?
That's why I didn't do good in
Is it a
school.
matter of perception or
Completely
a matter of like physical realm?
If I understand your question, you're asking when would we see a sphere? We would see the sphere the size that they tell us, 24,901 miles around. That means at 3 miles, there's 6 feet of curvature. But I can look across Long Island Sound and see people sitting on the beach, sitting a foot off the ground. That is impossible on a globe. We can see mountains 700 miles away where the tops of those mountains should be over 50 miles below a curve, but we can see them. Okay, that says two things. One, the Earth is flat, or the Earth is a million times bigger than they tell us. Either way, there's more land, there's more resources,
more real estate.
All wars are fought over resources and land.
That's true. I will agree with you on that.
What if there's a million more continents out there?
Amelia, thank you. I just got one more
You're
call.
welcome.
The lines are jammed.
Yes.
But we have one guy calling in from Texas. Are you in Texas now?
Oh.
I'm in Texas, yep.
All right. Thank you for listening in Texas.
Texas.
What's your question or comment? And then we're going to wrap up.
First thing, the teacher, if she wants to look up a science teacher that's woken up to flat Earth, his name is Josh, and he has a YouTube channel called Creation Standard, and he's going to be teaching biblical cosmology. Anyway, I wanted to call in because I know it's a very triggering subject. Everybody gets really weirded out by it, and I did too. 2 years ago, one of my best friends told me the Earth is not moving, scientifically provable that it's not moving. And I do think that we live on a stationary topographical plane. So I just wanted to thank Dave for his work and thank anybody that's looking into it, because we are allowed to ask questions and investigate. And the science, especially interferometry, shows no motion. So I appreciate you, Dave.
Thanks for the call.
Yeah. Thank you for calling.
Thanks, JT.
All right. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I got triggered when I first heard about this. I banned people from our social media. I told them not to listen to my podcast anymore. It was not a Flat Earth podcast. And then I was forced to look, and I looked with a bad attitude. I looked to disprove Flat Earth and prove the globe, and the harder I tried, the worse it got. And so that's why I offer 3 Bitcoins. Go to my website, watch there's free videos on it. You don't have to buy the app. The app's $3. But there's the thing called the Crash Course. These are videos that are being hidden from you on YouTube. Just watch the first 3, and I guarantee you will no longer believe you live on a globe after watching the first 3. Believe nothing, verify everything.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for the hot sauce.
You're going to love the hot sauce.
When
by the way, inviting
when the whole
me
world
back
has it wrong, and one person saying no, it's this way. They must be like the biggest genius on the planet.
No, there's a lot of people.
They also make hot sauce.
They also make hot sauce.
And by the way, inviting me back does not get you a second bottle of hot sauce.
See? All right, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, man. See ya.